group. Mr. Spacey, for the time.
I'm so excited about what's been happening in this medium, not just this year, but over the last number of years. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing a lot of my colleagues and my friends and my people that are in other series that I admire. I think that television in particular has gone through an extraordinary renaissance of work, kind of extraordinary programming. And so I think the future is really bright, and I'm just delighted to be a part of it. You know, people are people. I don't really spend too much time thinking about what makes us different, but what brings us together. And one of the great things about arts and entertainment is that it is one of the most important things that we can share culturally around the world. Languages don't matter, borders don't matter. If what you want to say is genuine and honest and you do the best work you can, anyone can understand it.
Over the shoulder, Kerry.
Kerry down front.
Back left, Kerry.
I think it's so important that the media that we produce right now is global media. You know, you no longer make a television show or a film solely for the United States. I love that we have our UK gladiators who are obsessed with the show, and I'm really appreciative of that, of how the show is resonating everywhere, so I wanted to make sure I showed up today.
One more right there. Right here in the second row. Allison, on your left. Here, right here, straight here.
Well, I'm British. I live in London, and BAFTA is very important to me. And so we got recognised by BAFTA this year, the show did, and that was great for us and great for the show. And this is always one of the funnest things to come to, this event, this tea party. It's nice it's during the day, I think, yeah. Oh, it's bizarre. You're kind of just hobnobbing with all these wonderful actors that you've admired for a long time, you know, and you get to talk to people that you really admire the work of, and I don't know, it's just a kind of quite relaxed little soiree, and you're not dressed up to the nines as you would be on another thing. You're kind of it's a bit more relaxed, a bit more chill.
Michelle, straight ahead. Michelle, up top. Michelle, right here. In style, right here.
It's a wonderful time for us all to celebrate the show and to be at BAFTA, because of course our show is a British show. Well, it's a very British thing to do, and it tastes good.
No, it's great, it's great. I've been a couple of times before, and you always see old faces, all those foolish Brits who fled the country and come to live here. But we've made some good friends here over the years, and so it's wonderful for us all to get together and drink tea in good British tradition. I love a cup of tea. Lulu doesn't drink tea; she's only a coffee girl. But no, I think a good cup of tea calms the nerves at the end of a long afternoon. Certainly. I think it's very important because British TV has been such a great export over the years, and I think the quality, both on the BBC and the commercial channels for which which our show is made, is extremely high, and to link arms with our colleagues over here is really special, very important.
Jesse. Jesse next.
And Jesse up top.
Jesse right here for the cover.
Oh, the tea party's always fun. It's like a nice kind of quiet, easy ramp up to the, you know, some of these parties are ragers. But here it's very refined. You drink tea and have biscuits, and it's very refined. I love, when in New York, there's a great place called Tea and Sympathy, and it's like a fun, special thing to do, you know, when you have family in town. Makes you feel really posh. Yeah, I don't know why we don't. There's a lot of things we don't do. We don't do siesta. They got a really good system down in Europe, and I don't know what we're doing. We're like working ourselves into the ground here in America. So, yeah.
And an over the shoulder for Kiernan. Right here. Allison.
Well, I came last year and I really loved it. It's just a very classy event, and it's really amazing to be able to, I don't know, welcome our members from across the pond, and also just to get to gush over all of the British television that I watch and love, and to be able to see all of those people, the creators, the actors themselves here is just such an amazing thing. So I definitely wanted to come back. That wasn't even a question. I feel like I took a relative from out of town to high tea in New York City, and I guess that was like 4 months ago. I don't know, it's just such a fun thing to do. I feel like there are very few sort of very classy, high society things that we do in the U.S. anymore. And so it's like kind of nice to dress nicely on, you know, a Sunday afternoon or a Saturday afternoon and go to sit in a hotel and have some tea and some tiny sandwiches.
Look it up top, Cat. Cat, right over your shoulder. Cat, right here, Cat. Cat. Looking back left.
Well, yeah, of course. It's kind of like, okay, I've got to go. It's my home away from home. It's all about the garden party, glass of champagne, couldn't be better. And it's about celebrating Brits in LA as well, I think. You know, it's like we've got some great people here. I was talking to Michelle Dockery last night at the nominees reception, and it's so exciting, and it's actually nice to see people on the circuit. It's lovely to see a friendly face with the same accent and the same points of reference. And so I feel like I've got to come here today.
Stephen, it's me.
Stephen, up top.
Stephen, right here. And straight ahead. Right here. Right here.
BAFTA have done a great job of making their presence known, and obviously the more that we work here, the more stuff that we do here, the more stuff that comes over here and sells over here, the more people there is over here, and the better it is for all of us because we get seen and get to see each other. That's everybody does. 4 o'clock every day is tea. Tea and crumpets and cucumber sandwiches with the crusts taken off.
Ashley, one more time, straight ahead. All the way up top.
I think it's great. It's good to like give British talent a chance and to show what we have back home, because we do have some awesome TV shows, awesome films, really talented actors. Myself, no, I'm joking. So I think it's great that they kind of shine a light on that. Apart from the lack of good tea, it's different working on set here than it is working in the UK. Nobody has a stand-in on British television. Nobody has a stand-in. I was talking about going home to work and my husband was like, you won't like it. You'll be saying, where is second team?
Sarah, on your right. Sarah, on your right side. Right side, Sarah. Let's see the
I'm not really sure who's going to be here, so I'm very excited to see who's going to be here. I went to overseas for the first time this summer. I know, so not worldly at all. But I went to London for 2 months. I filmed a movie over there, so I made a lot of British friends, and it's kind of gonna feel like I'm kind of back shooting a little bit. I think that'll be nice.
On your left side, over your shoulder. And let's see the front of the dress.
It's fun. It's kind of a fun event, and I mean, I've been invited for the past couple of years, and it's always a blast. My friends in town, so we're just for a girls' day, and it'll be fun.
What kind of a tea drinker are you yourself?
I'm a huge tea drinker. Like, I'm definitely hooked on tea.
When was the last time you had high tea?
High tea? Not in a long time, but like just regular tea every day.
Joan, right here, 1 second, please.
Joan, to your right, please.
Love you in skirt
Joan, can I
by
see
the
the
way.
front of the dress?
Joan, right here.
Joan, looking.
Well, I'm British, so it means that I'm happy to come and celebrate. This is the only event I'm going to, actually. I'm going to watch the Emmys on TV, and I'm not going to go to any of the other parties because I don't have a show on, so I wouldn't. But because this is BAFTA, it means a lot to me.
Thank you.
Well, oh gosh. Well, you know, we can get into a whole anthropological study about it, but you know, America's younger than Britain, so yeah, just factually. So I think that the Brits, I've heard feel that we have an optimism to our culture that they may not have, and and I think we appreciate the Brits' wit. So that's, you know.
Right here.
Harry, right here, Harry. Harry.
Well, I mean, there are so many wonderful British actors who are now infiltrating all of our media, and I love it because it's a great inspiration to all of us, because you guys over there do create such amazing artists, can I tell you?
Nigel up top.
And Nigel, say it straight away, Nigel. Nigel, looking right.
Well, I think it just, validates everybody that has been successfully nominated this year for an Emmy. And it's a celebration. And they actually the Americans love coming out here and making fun of us drinking tea. At the same time, you can relax here. There's no infighting or anything. We're just thrilled to have everybody join us.